Welcome to another episode of the Subnautica Below Zero series, and I'm going to start off probably by doing... but if we use the storage truck, I could put stuff in that while I rearrange the base. So that's what I'll do. I'm going to start out by making the storage module for the sea truck. So it looks like the thing I'm going to be struggling with is lead? I think that's what this is up here that it needs. Yeah, lead. It doesn't look like I have any. I also completely forgot I had learned the grappling arm, so definitely going to be making that quickly. Can I make that oil is the question. Let's get that planted so we can get some of the not blood oil, but kind of looks like blood oil. So we need this type of outcrop. I don't know where those are. Yay! I love that. Whew. I didn't think I'd gotten that close so to hear that roar was quite the startle. Oh my god, that thing has range. Do you mind? I was so far. I saw it and I was like, okay, I'm not going over that direction, and they still latched onto me. Ooh, hey buddy. Okay, I straight up didn't see that one. Aha. Found one. Didn't get what I needed out of it, but I found them. I now know what they look like. Not you. They're close to the silver one, but I think a little sharper angles. Well, this isn't where I intended to go, but I guess I'll stop in for some air. Man, what's nice about exploring this area is I was out for like 10 minutes right there. Didn't have to surface for air plants.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Just found plants that could give me all the oxygen I needed, and that was great. Oh man, I am out of silver. Don't like that. Also getting low on gold. Didn't think that'd ever happen. Computer chip. Oh, I needed that other sample. The thing that sucks about table corals, I do not think you can grow it on your own. So I need 2 flowering spore. I do have those. And ribbon plant. I want to see. I don't imagine I can plant that spore. How could you grow in? Yeah, no, can't plant those. Hopefully this provides those. Good lord, sea truck. You're being excessive. Thank you. Aw, hi. I wish you could, like, pet them. Like, thanks, buddy. So made everything for the grapple arm. Done. I'm so excited. And then we need to pop to the surface for that other piece. My brother-in-law was like, when you build stuff for the sea truck, make sure you move the last thing you created, because if you drop one compartment onto another, it destroys the first. So I know I need to be careful about that. Now, do we access upgrades? Yep. Oh, yes. All right. We're set. The prawn is exactly how I want it to be now. And then head out this direction. So I know it's somewhere around here. My little guy. It sounds like it's storming up top. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Yep. Can't see a thing. Climb. Just saw something poke out of the water over there. Hopefully it's not dangerous. Let's get ourselves a storage module. I'm so excited to see what it's like to walk around in the sea truck. A friend of mine who also is a YouTuber known as Mango Plays Games, she played this really early in development, and the way the sea truck worked looked like it was a pain, so I'm very excited to see how it works when it's properly done. Enter sea truck. What else do we got here? Pilot it. Alright. So, where's the truck? There it is. Let's get this closer. I'm not sure which end I need to attach to, but let's go ahead and get this close. Okay. So now we take this. Didn't seem like that worked. There we go. Ooh, okay. Aha! Look at our little truck. All of it. Alright, so let's try going in through the top. Okay, so it doesn't automatically start you out piloting anymore. Disconnect. Ooh. Look at all this storage. Alright. Okay, so we can see the health of everything. Bring this guy. It doesn't feel too different to drive. I've only got one extra bit. I think we could probably get quite a bit going on here. So it doesn't automatically pop us out of the sea truck either. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's awesome. So then we do this again. Can I... Oh yeah, you take it apart. There we go. Cool. Okay. I have now saved so that I might work on rearranging the base. Alright, so this is what I have so far. Oh, hi buddy. You've really been giving me stuff today. Thanks. I've replaced what was up here with the big one. I have not filled it because I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I can fit like 2 giant aquariums in it, which I'm very pleased about that. Everything else has pretty much stayed the same. I couldn't have gotten one of these down there for my quick check. It looked like this arm here was going to be in the way. That's kind of stayed the same. We've got the control room off of there for now because it just kind of looked out of place everywhere else, I felt. So, this is what we've got. Ooh! Our Chinese sweet potato. It's grown! And we can scan it. So we'll do that. Yay! I'm gonna grab that. Was that a seed or is it something we could eat? Both, I guess. So food and water. Let's go ahead and plant that guy. So we've got lots of food growing on here. So, everything you've just seen was recorded the 16th of December. It is now January. So it's been a bit of time. I recorded it pretty much after recording the previous episode because I was really excited about the building, and then I finished it and stopped because I didn't know how long the edited version was going to be, but it turned out to be like 11 minutes long, so that was a surprise. So we've got this guy. I'm so excited to figure out what to do in this area. I am curious if I could have, instead of have this on top of it and just have a ladder straight into the room, but that's alright. It means I could get that glass tunnel in here, which looks nice. I think it might have looked a bit crowded if the building came out to here with this and everything. So yes, you guys can let me know what you think would be good in here. I think one of the things I have written down to do would be the tower, but I don't know how much time that would take. I have a hunch that it would be quite a long process. So I also want to make the penguin before we head over there, just because I remember there being a spot where I thought that there was like materials I could get, but I couldn't figure out how to get to them. So let's see. I need to pay attention where I'm walking. I'm just like mindlessly traveling, meaning I'm not paying attention where I'm going. So we've got this and this that we need. Wiring kit, copper wire. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh, I just had a flashback. I think I'm out of silver now. So making the computer chip, is that just a wiring? Oh, no. Did either of these have silver near them? None of them were labeled specifically silver. So I think I may take out the prawn and see what we can get there. Maybe we'll run into something I can mine. Or just in general go out and explore with it, now that we have the grapple. Oh, I'm so glad to have the grapple back. Granted, it is a little less necessary to have the grapple as it was in the previous game because I do have like this jet and it seems much more useful than the original. But I still enjoy having the grappling arm. Ooh, does the boost charge? It does. While hanging. That's a good. Man, it's so much more fun with the grapple. Good lord. Okay. Hey, buddy. If we could not, that'd be great. Thanks. Okay, hello.
The artifact you found contains traces of information suggesting what has become of my people.
I was just having fun over here swinging around like I was on a vine. I seem to have found something important, though. Can it? Tap.
New technology acquired.
Recyclotron? This artifact's function is poorly understood, but scans indicate that it is generating a strong electromagnetic field. Some potential uses: energy transfer device, geomagnetic scientific instrument or communication network node. It's hard to read with the little beam across the white text here. Okay. Oh, we forgot to go through these, didn't we? Might be something else we do as well. Let's see if our good friend here has anything else to say. I don't feel like running through that beam is a good idea, so I'm not going to test it. Alright. So these are some of the things that we found on that wreck. So since we've seen quite a few of Diana's, let's finish off hers.
My instincts are never wrong. Stefanos has always been overly cautious. He hates taking risks, which I suppose is understandable when you're in the back end of the galaxy. But no risk, no reward. Elliot finds evidence of alien architecture on a completely uncharted planet, and he expects me to ignore that? Orion's belt, I would be an absolute fool. We've done some scans, and while there aren't a lot of mineral resources on this planet, there is decent biodiversity. Teams go out in the morning. There should be a significant specimen and sample haul for biopatenting, which will be split among the crew as part of the Discovery Clause. Let's see Stefanos and everyone else complain when they have a few more Sol Transgov credits in their uniform pockets. They'll learn to trust my instincts at some point.
They weren't, they're kind of right. There are all of those things on the planet, which you didn't think of with your instincts was a giant gun gonna shoot you out of the sky. So we've seen the repairs of the thrusters. I guess we should learn about the damage.
Well, we landed safely, despite my apprehension. Diana, damned adrenaline junkie, took one of her defining risks and it paid off. Why hire me as the maintenance engineering officer if you aren't going to listen to their advice? Papa. I didn't go to school for 8 years and get 3 degrees for nothing. I tried to convince Diana that we don't need to stop for repairs. That's what the drift drive and the secondary propulsion system are for. It's just a bit slower. But she's in charge, not me. On the plus side, I get to work with Yasmin. I didn't know she was such a busybody. She's been going around the whole ship giving folks a hand. I think she was getting on Diana's nerves, so she assigned Yasmin to me. She's helping me inspect and repair the thruster systems. I thought I was the most mechanically inclined person on the ship, but I think she has me beat. She can definitely teach me a thing or two, as long as I don't get too distracted by her smile. She's got the best smile.
Oh. Alright, so the guy who discovered aliens, this is another message by him.
We need to get off this planet. I mean, the morning started out so well. I took a team of 6 out to find the structures from the planetary scans, and we were all in high spirits. I mean, who wouldn't be? These structures would be clues to another sentient race. It was highly unlikely that another colony would be out this far. We were going to be in the frickin' history books. Everything was going okay. We were a few miles from the ship when our radios picked up an actual signal. It sounded like an SOS. We got overly excited, naturally, and decided to enter the water to follow it. That decision cost 3 lives. I mean, half my team, they got ripped to shreds by something. They died screaming, alone in the cold, dark waters. I'm not going back in that godforsaken ocean again. I refuse. Some of the animals on this planet, they look sick, too. Weird pustules on the skin, oddly sluggish. I think we should leave. But Diana said we should stay. She thinks the biopatent payoffs will be worth it, but those families will never see their loved ones again. They don't care about no payoffs. We can't return the bodies. I don't care about the accolades or the history books. I just want to see Layla and the kids. Man. I miss the smell of my wife's hair. The kids tackling me at the door again. That's all I want. To get out of here alive. Please.
And last but not least, and ignore the background change, I definitely didn't forget to go back to this one originally.
I'm alive. Stefanos saved me. The Mercury attempted an emergency takeoff and everything seemed fine. I was helping the bridge crew with the emergency takeoff since the crew was short-handed because of everything. I heard the sound of metal tearing, and for a split second, everything was tinged bright green and unbearably hot. Then I saw daylight, and I was looking down at the ocean and ice. The strongest wind I've ever felt roared in my ears, ripping through the ship. People went flying out the side of the Mercury, so much screaming and chaos. I was lucky. I had just clipped into my sea tinker. Stephanos came out of nowhere, like a malaika, an angel. I felt his rough, calloused hand grasp mine with the gentlest of urgency. It felt like time slowed. He said, "I gotcha. Just follow me, Ella." I don't know how, but he used an emergency tether to drag me to the nuclear reactor core, the strongest bulkhead in the ship. We hit the water and everything went black. He's sleeping. I think he might have hit his head. I'm exhausted. The adrenaline has long since worn off and my body aches. I think I might have fractured the rib. I'm gonna shut my eyes for a bit. When I wake up, I'll figure this out. I'll save us.
Buddy, I have some bad news. I don't think anyone in this ship makes it out alive. Because I'm pretty sure the main character of the previous game is the only person who's ever escaped this planet until this game. So that's not great. Oh, hey! Whoa! Ooh. Still not convinced on which hand should be which here. I keep kind of using this as an instinct, so maybe I had them flipped in the original game. Ah, can't get me here now. I was so ready for it to turn around and have it be right there. As soon as you're cocky in this game, it bites you in the butt. I'm not sure when we took damage, to be honest. I don't know if it's something we've had for a bit or not. Thank you. I think that's going to be it for this episode. We've adjusted the base. We've built the grappling arm. Oh, the storage module. I'm going to have to do inventory stuff, and that's going to take a bit. I also have got that pinned because I want to make that little guy before we go off to the next part of the quest, which is going to the tower. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.